Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Novel Network. Live broadcast of frozen fruits of popular science, crazy national rankings. Upon waking up, Jiang Fan discovered that he had crossed into a parallel world where all worlds merged. In this world, all the comics, anime, movies, tokusatsu that Jiang Fan had seen before on Earth have descended. There are sea kings in the world of One Piece, monsters in the world of Kamen Riders, as well as ghosts and supernatural beasts in the world of armor. Similarly, there are countless treasures from all over the world. Aquarians. Have you seen it? This peculiar-looking fruit is called the devil fruit. It comes from the world of One Piece. This green gemstone is called the time gem. It comes from the world of Marvel. And this knife, called flowing blade like fire. It comes from the world of death. This is even more powerful. It's called the Emperor Armor Summoner. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. 1. The heavens and all realms have descended. Monsters become a reality. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Surprise! A mysterious island has appeared in Lighthouse Country. And in the discovery of the mysterious island, a giant chimpanzee has been discovered. Absurd! A giant sea monster resembling a lizard has been discovered in the deep sea of Sakura Country. There are pictures and truths. Yesterday, fishermen in Kyushu captured a 100-meter giant sea monster in the South China Sea area, and it is currently under investigation. At this moment, a rental house located in Kyushu. Looking at the headlines and hot news reported by various media and platforms on his phone, Jiang Fan, who had just traveled to Blue Star, was completely stunned. What is this situation? Opening the news from Sakura Country, Jiang Fan stared and said, "Is this Godzilla?" Opening the news from Lighthouse Country again, Jiang Fan saw that the chimpanzee captured in the news was actually King Kong. And that mysterious island should be Skeleton Island. As for the giant sea monster captured by fishermen in Kyushu, it's a sea king from the world of One Piece. Besides, there are other news of this kind. What exactly is this situation? At this moment, Jiang Fan felt like his mind was filled with black question mark faces. The comics and movies I've seen on Earth before have actually become reality on Blue Star. And the scariest thing is those who become reality are still monsters. Secondly, Jiang Fan was also surprised to find that the comics, movies, close-up shots, etc. he had seen on Earth before have no trace in the world of Blue Star. That is to say, Jiang Fan's face changed. People who know the origin of these monsters. Only myself. After a moment of thought, Jiang Fan frowned tightly and said, "If all these monsters become reality, will the other characters in comics and movies, as well as the props and items that enhance themselves, also become reality? Since monsters have become a reality, that prop must be the same. Just so far, no one has found it. Or rather, even if it is found, it cannot be used. Because people living on Blue Stars have no idea. People who know all of this at present, only Jiang Fan himself. If that's really the case, then I'm going to make a fortune." Thinking of this, Jiang Fan immediately became excited. However, not long after getting excited, Jiang Fan remembered a very important thing. If those items and props become reality, how should I find them? We can't go door-to-door, can we? Just as Jiang Fan was thinking so in his heart, a beautiful and pleasant female voice suddenly appeared in his ear. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully binding to the treasure hunting system for all heavens and all realms. After hearing the voice of the woman in his ear, Jiang Fan's eyes lit up and he said, "Host. The treasure hunting system of the heavens and all realms. Has this my golden finger been credited? Sure enough. Online novels are not deceiving me. And by the name of this system, it should be a system that can help me find props and items. With this in mind, Jiang Fan eagerly asked, "System, what specific functions do you have?" Almost as soon as Jiang Fan finished speaking, a special reminder popped up in front of him that only he could see. Function 1 of the Zhutian treasure hunting system. Zhutian treasure hunting radar/initial. In the function of the treasure hunting radar in the all heavens and all realms, any treasure within 300 meters of the host can be automatically detected and a treasure hunting prompt will pop up. Friendly reminder. The treasures of the world come from the world's items such as movies, anime, and special effects that the host has watched in their past lives. For example, the infinite gem in Marvel, the armor summoner in Armor Warrior, or the devil fruit in One Piece, and so on. Function 2 of the Zhutian treasure hunting system. Divine Science Popularization Reward. In the Divine Level Science Popularization Reward function, the host can receive random science popularization rewards as long as they find treasures from all worlds and conduct science popularization for others. Friendly reminder. The more detailed the universal treasures of the host's science popularization, the higher the probability of obtaining rewards for random science popularization, treasure-seeking radar. God-level science popularization reward. After seeing the system functions in front of him, Jiang Fan felt his heart beating faster at this moment. These two functions are okay. With the treasure hunting radar function, Jiang Fan doesn't have to worry at all. He can't find treasures from all over the world. However, this divine-level science popularization. Jiang Fan took a sip of the waterway and said, "What's going on? Can't we conduct a detailed scientific education on the passers-by around us after finding the treasures of the world? Let's not say for now whether it will be treated as a mental illness. Is the problem a bit awkward? By the way." Suddenly, Jiang Fan's mind lit up. You can do live streaming. After finding the treasure of the world, you can give it to the audience in the live broadcast room for science popularization. System. Jiang Fan immediately asked, "If I give the audience in the live broadcast room a science popularization reward for the treasure I have found in the world, can I receive a science popularization reward?" "Sure." The sound of the system rang in Jiang Fan's ear. After receiving the system's answer, Jiang Fan did not hesitate at all and directly registered his own account on the largest live streaming platform in Kyushu, Dohu platform, and became a host. The name of the live broadcast room is Treasure Hunting Live. After everything was ready, Jiang Fan left his rented house and opened the live broadcast room, using his treasure hunting radar to search for treasures from all over the world. However, after Jiang Fan opened the live broadcast room, the number of people entering the room was almost pitiful. In just 1 hour, there were only a dozen or so people. Treasure hunting live room. What is this live broadcast room? Treasure hunting live room. Shouldn't the host be going to antique streets or similar places to pick up leaks? Brother upstairs, I think it's possible. However, this anchor looks good. Clear eyebrows and beautiful eyes. Very in line with my aesthetic, sister. Anchor. You should say something now. Can you tell us where you're going to search for treasure now? Seeing bullet comments being sent in the live broadcast room, Jiang Fan smiled and replied, "Water friends, the treasure I'm looking for is not something from an antique street. It's an priceless treasure. Sleeping slot. A priceless treasure. My mom." The anchor's tone is crazy enough. Good guy. I really want to see what priceless treasure this anchor is looking for. Anchor. If you lie to us, we will blackmail you. Upon hearing Jiang Fan's words, the only dozen or so viewers in the live broadcast room immediately aroused strong curiosity. At this moment, Jiang Fan's eyes suddenly popped up with special prompts from the treasure hunting radar. P.S. New book release, kneeling down for Flower monthly pass evaluation tickets. All your support is the author's motivation, thank you very much. 2. Treasures from the world of One Piece. Frozen fruit. You are listening at novelfull.audio. 98 meters ahead, we have discovered treasures from the heavens and all realms. Seeing the sudden pop-up of the treasure-hunting radar prompt in front of him, Jiang Fan's breathing suddenly became rapid. Water friends, I have found the treasure. Jiang Fan took a deep breath and said, I'll take you to see now. What is the treasure I found? As he spoke, Jiang Fan followed the treasure-hunting radar in front of him and headed to the specific location of the treasures in the heavens and all worlds. Good guy. Has the anchor found an invaluable treasure? No, the speed of the treasure found here is a bit too fast. He. I bet you guys, this anchor must have a script. I probably guessed the content of the script too. For example, entering an antique store or at a roadside stall, casually buying a bottle or box, and then telling us which generation of antique it is, +1. Upstairs, I have the same idea as you. Damn it. If it were this kind of script, it would be a bit too extreme and foolish. If it's this kind of script, I'll just blacklist it. Hey. Wait. You guys, look. Did the anchor run towards the fruit shop? No. Isn't the anchor looking for treasures? Why did you suddenly run into the fruit shop? Is there a treasure in the fruit shop? Upstairs, what are you talking about? There are treasures of yarn in the fruit shop. I must have bought some fruits. Amidst the gaze of over a dozen online water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room, Jiang Fan unexpectedly ran towards a fruit shop on the roadside with big strides. Just before Jiang Fan arrived at the fruit shop, the treasure-hunting radar in front of him changed again. Directly ahead, discover treasures from all over the world. Is the treasure of the world in this fruit shop? Jiang Fan was noticeably stunned when he saw that the treasure he was trying to find was actually in a fruit shop. Which world's treasure will the treasures in the fruit shop come from? With a strong curiosity, Jiang Fan walked into the fruit shop. Handsome guy, what fruit do you want to buy? When Jiang Fan walked into the fruit shop, the owner's wife smiled and said, whatever you want. Just come here and settle the bill. Okay. Nodding, Jiang Fan was in this small fruit shop, searching for the treasure of the world he was looking for. Suddenly, Jiang Fan's gaze froze. And look at a strange-looking fruit on the shelf. This is. When Jiang Fan's gaze turned to this strange-looking fruit, detailed information from the treasures of all worlds suddenly popped out from his own eyes, one by one quickly. World treasure. Frozen fruit/natural devil fruit. Treasure source. One Piece world. Treasure ability. After consuming frozen fruit, the user can turn any part of their body into ice. Even, all substances can be frozen into ice. And special freezing air can also be used to create any type of weapon to attack the target. Instructions. You can obtain the ability to freeze fruits by eating them directly. Friendly reminder. All fruits in the Devil Fruit series are unique. Friendly reminder. After the fruit cultivator develops the frozen fruit to an extremely deep level, it can even permanently change the geological environment and climate of an island. Frozen fruits. After reading the information about the treasures in front of Jiang Fan, the figure of Kazan, one of the three major generals of the Central Plains Navy headquarters in the world of One Piece, suddenly came to mind in Jiang Fan's mind. At the same time, Jiang Fan also felt his heart beating rapidly at this moment. I didn't expect that the treasure found in this fruit shop would be a natural demon fruit from the world of One Piece. Jiang Fan Gang was just wondering what treasures from all over the world would be in the fruit shop, but he didn't expect it to be devil fruit. Taking a deep breath, Jiang Fan did not hesitate to pack and purchase the frozen fruit on the shelf, along with the other normal fruits. Boss, how much are these fruits? Jiang Fan placed the fruit in front of the counter. Are these fruits? Wait a moment. I'll calculate for you. The fruit shop owner inputted and settled the fruits purchased by Jiang Fan one by one, but when he saw the strange-looking frozen fruits, he was completely stunned. Do I have this type of fruit in my store? Is it new? After hesitating for a few seconds, the fruit shop owner looked at Jiang Fan and said, "Handsome guy. This fruit may be a new variety, go back and see how the quality is. If there is any odor, remember to come to me for a return." Speaking, the fruit shop owner packed all the settled fruits into a bag and handed them over to Jiang Fan. The total is 53 yuan. 53 yuan. It's not expensive either. Taking the fruit, Jiang Fan paid 53 yuan with the remaining balance on his phone. After paying, Jiang Fan also strode out of the fruit shop. Water friends, I believe you should have guessed. After leaving the fruit shop, Jiang Fan placed the natural demon fruit from the world of One Piece in front of the camera in the live broadcast room and said, "This fruit in my hand is the priceless treasure I was just looking for. My Nima." A fruit bought from a fruit shop, the anchor actually said it's priceless. Good guy, my special direct call is good guy. Anchor. Although we all really want to watch innovative new anchors, it's not that you're going to ruin us. I have to say one thing. This anchor's innovative ability is really amazing. I just want to know now, which hospital did this anchor come from? Is it difficult to achieve without the supervision of nurses and doctors? Hey. Unfortunately. Such a handsome anchor, he is actually a mentally challenged person. If this thing is priceless, I will bite off my own cow on the spot. Brother upstairs, are you undergoing renovation work? Damn it. Hey buddy. If you can really bite yourself off, please make sure to start broadcasting and notify me. After hearing Jiang Fan say that the fruit in his hand was priceless, more than a dozen online water users in the live broadcast room immediately doubted Jiang Fan's mental state. P.S. New book release, kneeling down for Flower monthly pass evaluation tickets. All your support is the author's motivation, thank you very much. 3. The terrifying ability of frozen fruits. Frozen ocean. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Water enthusiasts, I know about this matter, and it may sound absurd to you. But this fruit is indeed a genuine and priceless treasure. Jiang Fan was not surprised by the barrage in the live broadcast room, but also felt it was very reasonable. After all, anyone who is a normal person cannot think that a fruit is a priceless treasure. However, Jiang Fan is not worried either. When you demonstrate the fruit ability of frozen fruits, those who question yourself will also believe it. Thinking of this, Jiang Fan is preparing to consume this natural frozen fruit while popularizing its ability. Water enthusiasts. Let me first give you some science popularization. The fruit in my hand is called the devil's fruit. It comes from a world called One Piece, not a blue star. As long as you eat this demonic fruit, the eater can gain extraordinary power. For example, the demon fruit in my hand belongs to the frozen fruit in the natural system. That is to say, as long as I eat this frozen fruit, I can have the power to freeze everything into ice. Pooh. Pooh ha 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 ha. Hey, you're lying down. No, no, no. My Nima. I'm laughing so hard now that my stomach hurts. Ha ha ha. Devil fruit. One Piece world. This anchor is really fresh. Good job. This is really a good job. Be a reward. I can fully believe that the anchor is giving us such serious nonsense. His brain definitely has some big problems. Some big questions. That's called billions. I understand now. This is not a treasure hunting anchor at all. But rather a funny anchor with a special meow. Follow me, +1. I have also followed. Seeing Jiang Fan's serious popularization of science and the devil fruit in his hand, the water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room immediately laughed in front of the screen. At the same time, the water enthusiasts in these live broadcast rooms also shared Jiang Fan's live broadcast room. For a moment, the number of people in Jiang Fan's live broadcast room increased from 2 digits at the beginning to 3 digits. Water friends, I know you don't believe what I just said, but when I demonstrate the fruit ability of frozen fruits, you will believe it. After seeing the increase in the number of people in the live broadcast room, Jiang Fan didn't have any more nonsense. He took a bite of the frozen fruit in his hand and ate it. Taking a bite, Jiang Fan's face suddenly changed. Sleeping trough. This is too bad to eat, isn't it? Although Jiang Fan knew that the taste of devil's fruit was very bad, he didn't expect it to be so unpleasant. It's truly a devil's fruit. Suppressing nausea, Jiang Fan swallowed the frozen fruit he had bitten off. Sleeping slot. Brothers and sisters. What is the anchor eating? How do you feel like eating that one? My mom. Is this fruit bad? The anchor's expression when eating is so ferocious. No. Anchor. If this fruit can't be eaten, you should vomit quickly. There's no need to use your own life to be funny, +1. Just verbal humor is enough. Amidst the surprised gazes of all the water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room, Jiang Fan had already eaten the frozen fruit he had bitten off into his stomach. And the remaining frozen fruits were put back into the fruit bag by Jiang Fan. Fortunately, the devil fruit can obtain fruit power with just one bite. If all of this is eaten, Jiang Fan dare not imagine this sour and refreshing. Because Tai Te Miao tastes terrible. Just as Jiang Fan was thinking so in his heart, an indescribable force suddenly erupted from within him. This. Looking down at his own hands, Jiang Fan's eyes were full of shock and he said, "Is this the power of frozen fruits?" Feeling the changes in his body, Jiang Fan's heart was beating faster at this moment. Water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room. I have obtained the fruit ability of frozen fruits. Looking at the camera in the live broadcast room, Jiang Fan excitedly said, "I will show you the ability to freeze fruits now." Ha! Good guy, my special direct call is good guy. Anchor. Are you really okay with your mental state? Just now, my face was still full of ferocity. Why is it now that the cat has transformed into excitement again? You're not even the best actor. Anchor. I suggest you go to the hospital as soon as possible to check. Don't eat your stomach. Yes. Don't show off your ability to hook 8 frozen fruits. Hurry up and go to the hospital to check your stomach and intestines, and also check if your brain is functioning properly. Hey, lying down. What is that from Temio? I'm a big grass. I haven't had any hallucinations, have I? Did the anchor's right hand actually freeze? Upon hearing that Jiang Fan was about to demonstrate his ability to freeze fruits, the water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room began to mock him again. However, at this moment, Jiang Fan's right hand suddenly emitted a visible blue mist. The next moment. Just hear a click sound. Next up. A long sword condensed from ice gas appeared prominently in Jiang Fan's right hand. Water friends, have you seen it? Turning the ice skate in his hand, Jiang Fan glanced at the live broadcast camera and said, "This is one of the basic abilities of frozen fruits. You can use the fruit ability of frozen fruits to create special frozen weapons." Sleeping slot. Sleeping slot. Sleeping slot. How could I have no education? A sleeping trough walks the world. Anchor. Are you sure this is not a special effect? Special effects +1. This is definitely a special effect. Special effect chicken cutlet. Have you ever seen a live broadcast with special effects? Even with special effects. That's also a fake special effect. Are you trying to tell us that the ice skate in the anchor's hand is real? Is the devil fruit also real? Grassy grass. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Staring intently at the ice skate in Jiang Fan's hand, all the online water users in the live broadcast room were in front of their phones/computer screens, stunned. Water enthusiasts, this is not a special effect. Besides, do you think special effects like this can do such a thing? Jiang Fan smiled and said to the live stream enthusiasts who were shocked and questioned speaking. Jiang Fan suddenly shook his left hand. Moment 5 icicles flew out from Jiang Fan's left hand. And with a click, it was still smashing towards a tree not far ahead. Next second. This tree was completely frozen in the blink of an eye. P.S. New book release, kneeling down for Flower monthly pass evaluation tickets. All your support is the author's motivation, thank you very much. 4. Sea King class appears. The King of the Near Sea. Kneeling and begging. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Water enthusiasts, can special effects do this kind of thing? When Jiang Fan used his ability to freeze fruits and turn the nearby trees into ice trees, the water enthusiasts who were just questioning caused another intense uproar. Sleeping slot. Sleeping slot. Sleeping slot. Anchor. Are everything you just said true? The strange-shaped fruit you just ate. What kind of demon fruit is it from the world of pirates? I am careless. Is this special code actually real? I see. Someone with a brain problem. Not even the anchor. But it's us. Damn it. Is the clown actually us? At this moment, the online water users in Jiang Fan's live broadcast room no longer have any doubts about Jiang Fan. It seems that you have already believed it. Glancing at the barrage, Jiang Fan nodded in satisfaction. At the same time, Jiang Fan also took advantage of this opportunity to provide more detailed knowledge on the fruit freezing ability of frozen fruits to online water users in the live broadcast room. Water enthusiasts, the ability you see now is just the tip of the iceberg for frozen fruits. The true fruiting ability of frozen fruits is far beyond your imagination. The fruit ability of frozen fruits can not only turn the wearer's physique into ice, but also create special ice through their own body. Secondly, any object touched by a person with the ability to freeze fruits can also be turned into ice. Even changing the climate of an island. Even the ocean can freeze in an instant. Bang! Almost as soon as Jiang Fan's words fell, the already lively live broadcast room exploded even more. Brothers and sisters. Did I hear you right? What did the anchor just say? Can the fruit ability of frozen fruits change the climate of islands? Can even freeze the ocean in an instant? Damn it! If this is true, is the fruit ability of this frozen fruit too abnormal? Abnormal. This is more than just a pervert. This is outrageous. Anchor. If the ability to freeze fruits is really so outrageous, can you show us again? Show +1. We want to see the frozen ocean. You people, the situation is really too small. Anchor. Can you tell me where the other demon fruits are? I also want one. Want +1. I am willing to sacrifice my chastity. When Jiang Fan was about to explain a few words about the curiosity of the water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room, a special prompt suddenly popped up in front of him at this moment. Congratulations to the host for successfully popularizing science. The origin, function, and usage of the frozen fruit in the world of One Piece have been successful, and you have obtained the Edward Newgate physique. Friendly reminder. This Edward Newgate has a peak physique. You can also obtain the aura, armor, and domineering colors that Edward Newgate possesses. Edward Newgate's physique. After seeing the divine level science popularization reward popping up in front of Jiang Fan, his eyes suddenly lit up. For the character of Edward Newgate no one knows about the blue star. But Jiang Fan is incredibly familiar. Because Edward Newgate is the strongest man from the world of One Piece. Whitebeard. At the same time also the first owner of the earthquake-shaking fruit. Unfortunately later, he died in battle at the top. The Jiangfan fruit was also taken and consumed by Blackbeard. After obtaining the peak physique of Whitebeard, my ability to freeze fruits can definitely be easily developed to the strongest. Jiang Fan can now feel an unprecedented change in his body. And amidst the physical enhancement of Whitebeard Edward Newgate, Jiang Fan felt his body suddenly erupt like a dormant volcano. Is this the peak physique of Whitebeard? Taking a deep breath, Jiang Fan's face was filled with excitement. This feeling, it's really amazing. Water enthusiasts, don't you want to see the true ability of frozen fruits? Looking back at the live broadcast camera, Jiang Fan confidently said, "Next, I'll show you." Just now, Jiang Fan was unable to fully unleash the true ability of frozen fruits, but now with the blessing of his Whitebeard constitution, he can definitely easily achieve it. Then, amidst the excited gazes of all the water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room, Jiang Fan took a taxi to the nearest lake nearby. Soon, Jiang Fan came to the lake. After paying, Jiang Fan got off the car with his phone in hand. Water friends, there's no one nearby right now. After seeing that there were no other passers-by around, Jiang Fan prepared to use the ability of frozen fruit and said, "Next, I will let you take a good look at how I can use the ability of frozen fruit to freeze this lake completely." Sleeping slot. Freeze all this lake. My mom. Anchor. Although we know you now have superpowers, things like freezing the entire lake, does it sound a bit exaggerated? Yes. Although this lake is an artificial lake, its area is quite considerable. What are you worrying about here, the clever ones upstairs? Didn't you listen to what the anchor just said? What kind of devil fruit is that called frozen fruit, but it can instantly freeze the ocean? So freezing an artificial lake is not easy yet. Alright. Stop talking nonsense. Anchor. Hurry up and show us the ability to freeze fruits. At this moment, all the water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room can't wait anymore. Water friends, keep your eyes wide open and watch. Jiang Fan's hen took a deep breath and said, "This is the frozen fruit." Wow. Before Jiang Fan could finish speaking, the artificial lake in front of him suddenly exploded with a loud bang. The next moment, a splash of water several tens of meters high exploded with a loud bang. At the same time, a huge sea eel with red eyes and blue fins also appeared in this artificial lake with splashes of water falling down. After seeing this huge sea eel, Jiang Fan was immediately stunned. Before Jiang Fan could react, special prompts popped out quickly from his own eyes one by one. Monster of the world. King of the Near Sea. Monster origin. One Piece world. Monster tip. Sea King from the world of One Piece. P.S. New book release, kneeling down for Flower monthly pass evaluation tickets. All your support is the author's motivation, thank you very much. 5. Blue Star First Battle. Kill the King of the Near Sea in seconds. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The Sea Kings in the world of One Piece. The Kings of the Nearby Seas. After reading the monster prompt in front of Jiang Fan, detailed information about this monster suddenly came to mind. So this is a Sea King that bit off its red hair and left arm. This Sea King called King of the Near Sea is nothing else. It was the Sea King who bit off the red-haired Shank's left arm in Windmill Village. I didn't expect this Sea King to descend on the Blue Star. What Jiang Fan is curious about now is whether the King of the Nearshore in front of him has just descended on the Blue Star, or has he already descended. And while Jiang Fan was thinking so in his heart, the online water friends in the live broadcast room had already exploded. Sleeping slot. Sleeping slot. Sleeping slot. My Nima. What is this? Is it an electric eel? My dear mother. What is this thing? Why is its body size so big? Is this estimated to be 10 meters? 10 meters. Are you blind? How could this be only 10 meters? At least it's 30 or 40 meters. Damn it. A 30 to 40 meter electric eel. Is this possible? Special effects. Is this definitely a special effect? Special effects, UTIC 8. This special code is a real monster. That's right. I have already seen this monster in Fenghai City. Fenghai City. Is this monster in Fenghai City? So that means the anchor is also in Fenghai City. Alright. Upstairs, if you say some more nonsense, I'm going to poke your mouth below with a stick. Anchor. What are you still staring at? Hurry up and run. Yes. Such a big monster. I can eat you in one bite. Hurry up and run. Looking at this Sea King from the world of One Piece, all the online water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room were stunned. Not only them, but also passers-by near the artificial lake were stunned by this Sea King. Everyone rubbed their eyes repeatedly, wondering if they had an illusion at this moment. Countless people have filmed this scene online. For a moment it has sparked a huge craze. When everyone was shocked, Jiang Fan appeared particularly calm and said, "Water friends, don't be so excited. Stay calm. Calm down a bit. Good guy, my special direct call is good guy. Anchor. Are you too calm now? Although you now have superpowers, facing such a huge monster, Anchor. Definitely not an opponent. That's right. While this monster is not attacking you now, hurry up and run like a cat. We don't want to burn paper for you in a few days." After seeing Jiang Fan so calm, the water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room were almost crazy and urged Jiang Fan to escape from here. "Water friends, you don't have to worry about me." Jiang Fan chuckled and said, "This monster just looks bigger. But it's not my opponent at all." In the world of One Piece, this Sea King called the King of the Near Seas, although it bit off the left arm of the red-haired Shanks, its strength is not very strong. Even compared to other Sea Kings, it is very weak. For example, when Luffy grew up and was about to leave Windmill Village, the king of the nearby sea wanted to eat Luffy, but was directly shot out by Luffy's rubber gun. So this king of the nearshore is not a match for Jiang Fan at all. Exactly, let me also try my ability to freeze fruits. Just as Jiang Fan was thinking so in his heart, the king of the near sea had already discovered Jiang Fan. Roar. Accompanied by a roaring roar, the king of the near sea opened his bloody mouth and quickly bit at Jiang Fan. Done. Sleeping slot. This monster has already bitten the anchor. Anchor. Don't pretend to be calm here. Run. Alright. Brothers and sisters. Let's come back in 7 days to pay respects to the anchor. The anchor must be completely cold. Seeing the king of the near sea biting at Jiang Fan at lightning speed, all the water enthusiasts in the live broadcast believed that Jiang Fan was getting cold. However, at this moment, Jiang Fan's right hand suddenly had 5 fingers. Next up. A visible frozen breath surged out of Jiang Fan's open right palm, constantly surging out. Ice cubes. Jiang Fan whispered, "Fierce pheasant beak." Wow. Almost as soon as Jiang Fan's words fell, a giant ice bird with a body size almost identical to the king of the near sea suddenly flew out of Jiang Fan's right arm. Bang! When they saw this behind the scenes, the live streaming room fans who were originally worried about Jiang Fan were suddenly shocked and their eyes were about to fly out of their sockets. Sleeping slot. What is that? My mom. I didn't get dizzy, did I? An ice bird of the same size as that monster actually flew out of the anchor's right hand. Grass. What is this situation? What is the situation? The clever one upstairs, does this really meow still need to ask? This giant ice bird must be the anchor's ability to freeze fruits. Look at it. This giant ice bird has already crashed into the monster in the lake. Amidst the shocked gazes of all the water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room, the giant ice bird that flew out of Jiang Fan's right arm was already blinking and colliding with the king of the nearshore in the lake. And upon seeing the giant ice bird crashing towards him, the once blood-red prince of the near sea immediately showed a look of fear. Because it feels immense terror and a strong death crisis from this giant ice bird. The next moment, this sea king actually wants to turn around and run away. Before it could escape, the giant ice bird released by Jiang Fan collided fiercely with a loud bang. At the moment when the giant ice bird collided with the king of the nearby sea, an extremely cold and frozen aura immediately enveloped the entire artificial lake. Just hear the continuous sound of clicking. In such a cold and frozen atmosphere, the entire artificial lake suddenly froze at a speed visible to the naked eye. Including this sea king called King of the Near Sea, it is also the entire massive body that was instantly frozen. This scene let those who were already deeply moved in their hearts feel countless thunderbolts exploding in their minds. Then, Jiang Fan was seen in front of the live broadcast camera, with a smile on his face and saying, "Water friends, have you seen it? This monster just looks quite big. But for me, there is no threat. P.S. New book release, kneeling down for Flower monthly pass evaluation tickets. All your support is the author's motivation, thank you very much." 6. The attention of the Supernatural Security Bureau and the popularization of science demons. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Sleeping Slot. 666, what do I see? One move will explode the monster that is 30 or 40 meters away. Sigh, this person is so terrifying. I have taken it. Even if it's a special effect, it's too realistic, it's so lifelike. Worry, what's going on? Is it an ice sculpture exhibition? Are the models inside? But this is too big. The newcomer from earlier, this is a living monster, but it was frozen by the anchor's move to freeze the fruit. Because of the impact of frozen sea kings. The number of people in the live broadcast room skyrocketed, quickly reaching over 1,000. And when the new water friend understands what happened earlier with the explanation of the old water friend, suddenly, countless discussions erupted. And at this moment, Jiang Fan continued to popularize science. He gave a faint smile and said, "Actually, the monster I just saw is called the Sea King, and it also comes from the One Piece world, which is the same world as the frozen devil fruit I just ate. Sea Kings are the most powerful species in the world of pirates. They are not only huge in size and variety, but also numerous in number and have a long lifespan. They are exceptionally fierce and possess the same intelligence as humans. Therefore, they are known as the kings of the sea. And the reason why I said there's no need to worry just now is because that sea king is at best just a cub. The truly powerful individuals in the sea king class can reach a length of 5,000 meters. Even more than 5,000 meters. Just like islands, they have the power to destroy heaven and earth." Listen to Jiang Fan's light words. The reactions of the water users in the live broadcast room were extremely intense. What? Just now, the sea and sea kings that were 30 or 40 meters tall were actually just cubs. The largest sea king species can even exceed 5,000 meters in size. 5,000 meters, what is this concept? A small island is only this size. How could this be possible? How could there be monsters that are several kilometers long in the world? I don't believe it. Not buddy, didn't you see the scene where the anchor killed the Sea King class just now? If you see it, there will definitely be no doubt. I always feel like the world is going to change. This kind of monster, no, this kind of Sea King, if it really appears in the ocean, it may cause unprecedented damage. How should we deal with it then? Ha ha ha, no one really believes it, right? Spend money to get a special effect, and then give it a mouthful, and it'll scare you all in a daze, making you laugh to death. Hee, I didn't make you believe it, but when you encounter a monster, don't be scared and wet your pants. At the same time, in the newly established Supernatural Phenomenon Safety Management Bureau, a high-level meeting is currently taking place, and everyone sitting here is a big shot. And on stage, Li Yayun, with her delicate short hair, was a bit nervous, but she still explained it carefully. So far, 12 supernatural events have occurred in our Kyushu region. And there are countless more in the world. So, our next task for the Supernatural Security Bureau is to be prepared. However, at this moment, a figure suddenly pushed open the door of the conference room and hurried to the side of Director Zhou Hongwei. Whispered a few words in an ear. The next moment, I saw Zhou Hongwei's face change. He stood up abruptly and interrupted Li Yayun with a loud shout, "Wait. Yayun. You can now open the Douhu live streaming platform and search for a treasure hunting live streaming room." Ah! Li Yayun on stage was stunned for a moment. I don't quite understand Director Zhou Hongwei's instructions. At such an important meeting, how could she open a live broadcast room? Not just her. The others in the conference room were equally puzzled. But Zhou Hongwei did not provide any explanation. On the contrary, when seeing Li Yayun without any action, Zhou Hongwei even shouted anxiously, "What are you still doing? Open it quickly." Oh. Me, I'm going. Li Yayun woke up like a dream. Come to my senses. Hurry up and start operating on the computer. Not for a while. A live broadcast room was projected onto a large screen. In the camera, Jiang Fan is prominently speaking to the Sea King class. Sea Kings, from the world of One Piece. Those who are only a few tens of meters long are babies, and the most powerful ones can even reach a body size of thousands of meters. Watch the live broadcast content. The people below looked at each other in confusion. I was a bit confused for a while, so. At this moment, Zhou Hongwei said again, "Yayun, please play the previous video now." Good. Li Yayun responded promptly this time. After a few consecutive clicks on his hand, he released a segment of Jiang Fan's previous live broadcast. The initial search process was not much. But when I saw everything that happened after Jiang Fan found the devil's fruit, everyone exclaimed in shock. What? I just ate a strange fruit and actually mastered the supernatural power of freezing everything. Is this thing called the devil fruit? Natural series. Natural system. What does this mean? Is there any other type of demon fruit that can't be achieved? It's so powerful, a sea king that's 30 meters long, it was frozen with just one move. Even the entire artificial lake was frozen into frost. After watching the entire live broadcast, everyone present didn't calm down. Someone eagerly asked. Director. Is what was said in the video just now true? Can the so-called devil fruit really give people supernatural power? Is the 30-meter sea king really just a cub? Regarding this, Zhou Hongwei first nodded, then shook his head. We are currently unable to determine the authenticity of the information about the sea king and devil fruit. But after sending someone to inspect the lake on site, we can confirm that the frozen power displayed in the video is not false. And according to what Jiang Fan said, we also compared the monsters that have appeared so far and found that they have 90% similar characteristics to the 100-meter sea monster with the number 011 that appeared in the South China Sea yesterday. Although Zhou Hongwei did not make it clear, the people below are already clear in their hearts. Everything that Jiang Fan said in the live broadcast is true or false, it's almost impossible. Minister. We must invite him to join our Supernatural Security Bureau, someone exclaimed excitedly immediately. But right away, someone stood up again to refute. No way. This Jiang Fan is too mysterious. What is the purpose of spreading such important information so widely? We cannot make too hasty contact with him until we cannot determine his purpose. Watching the two factions arguing endlessly. Zhou Hongwei couldn't help but feel a headache, but in the end, he made the decision. Alright, stop making noise. Zhou Hongwei said, let's go hand in hand. Some people go to verify the authenticity of this information, and some people come into contact with Jiang Fan. Yayun, I'll leave this task to you. First, try to contact this Jiang Fan and see what his attitude is. Understood. Li Yayun nodded nervously. By the way, continue to broadcast the live broadcast. Good with Li Yayun's one-stop operation. Jiang Fan's live broadcast room reappeared. At this moment, Jiang Fan happened to be answering some barrage questions. P.S. New book release, kneeling down for Flower monthly pass evaluation tickets. All your support is the author's motivation, thank you very much. 7. Crazy netizens, some have found new demons. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Really, I have lived for decades, and for the first time, I feel that this world is so unfamiliar. Who said no? First is the supernatural ability to freeze everything, and then a monster that spans several tens of meters emerges. This world. I completely don't know it anymore. By the way, I remember there was a news article yesterday about a sea monster appearing in the South China Sea. Anchor, is this really true? Not only in Kyushu, I heard that monsters have appeared all over the world now. Hey! Aren't those all fake? Isn't that sea monster in the South China Sea saying it's making a movie? To be honest, I used to think those news were just nonsense, but after watching this live broadcast today, I really feel like my worldview has collapsed. Anchor, please speak quickly. Are these things really true? Seeing numerous water enthusiasts anxiously asking questions. Jiang Fan did not evade. Instead, they answered directly. I understand your feelings very well. But what I need to tell you is that all the monsters appearing in the news are real. And the monsters now are just the beginning. In the future, even more powerful monsters will appear. In front of those truly terrifying monsters, not to mention the thousands of Neptunians, even the entire blue star cannot withstand their casual attacks. When it comes to this point, Jiang Fan's face also showed a hint of solemnity. As a traveler, he knows much more than ordinary people in the blue star world. Like the monsters weighing tens of thousands of tons and standing hundreds of meters in Ultraman, as well as some monsters in anime with exploding stars and shaking cosmic power, those are truly terrifying. What kind of sea king we see now is at best cannon fodder. Oh my goodness. As long as you hit it casually, you can explode the blue star. What kind of monster is this? Damn it, yesterday the official announcement said these were fake. Done. The end of the world is really coming. What should we do then? We are just ordinary people, how can we withstand such a disaster? Since the world will be destroyed in the future, I will still take a Dan class. I will resign now. Delete it, I'm really sweating profusely. Seeing the barrage in the live broadcast room starting to panic, Jiang Fan realized that he might have said something serious, so he quickly comforted him. But water enthusiasts, you don't have to worry too much either. Although the arrival of monsters is true, it is also a huge opportunity for us and the entire blue star. Opportunities. How to say this? What other opportunities can there be? It's already considered good to not be eaten by these monsters. Wait, shouldn't it be frozen fruit? Do the anchors have any extra frozen fruits? What? Excess. Anchor, please give me one. I don't want to die. Take a look at these bullet comments. I'm sorry, this is the only frozen fruit, Jiang Fan said with a hint of apology on his face. Upon hearing this, many water enthusiasts immediately fell into disappointment. But then, Jiang Fan's voice changed. Surprise everyone. Although there is only one frozen fruit, there are other demonic fruits. Are there any other demon fruits? Sleeping slot. Anchor, come on, what are the other demon fruits? Ha ha ha. I knew it. How to obtain other demon fruits? Anchor, please tell me quickly. If there are other devil fruits, does this mean that as long as we find the devil fruits, we can also master supernatural powers like freezing everything? Horses. I will directly launch 10 rockets. Anchor, please speak quickly. I'll go find it right away. Surprisingly, there are other demon fruits. And at this moment, Zhou Hongwei, Li Yayun, and others in the Supernatural Security Bureau exchanged a glance and saw the shock in each other's eyes. I thought there was only one such powerful supernatural force, but who would have thought that Jiang Fan said there were still many? Thinking of this, everyone in the conference room widened their eyes and dared not miss any words from Jiang Fan. And on the other side, Jiang Fan has started to popularize various information about devil's fruit. I mentioned it before. The devil's fruit comes from the One Piece world. In that world, the devil's fruit was called the secret treasure of the sea, and the reason for its name was because the devil's fruit can give people different abilities. In general, devil fruit can be divided into 3 categories: Superman, animal, and nature. Superman fruit refers to the ability to give people a superpower. And this superpower can be divided into 5 categories: superhuman physique, creation, local abilities, and domination. The ability to manipulate specific substances is dominance, while local abilities are acquired by some parts of the body. Creatures are capable of creating non-natural substances out of thin air, and so-called superhumans are true superpowers, such as psychic powers, magnetic forces, and so on. In terms of animal species, as the name suggests, people can transform into different animals based on the different fruits, and the unique wild strength of animals can enhance their physical fitness and abilities. As for the so-called natural system, everyone has actually seen it before. The frozen fruits I have belong to the natural system. This type of fruit is the strongest among all demon fruits because it possesses the power to manipulate elements, even incarnate elements. After Jiang Fan's patient explanation, many water enthusiasts have gradually gained a detailed understanding of devil fruit. And when Jiang Fan stopped, the barrage refresh speed of the entire live broadcast room has increased by countless times. Various gifts are flying around like no money. Superman series. Zoology. Natural Science Department. Sleeping slot. Can the natural system actually manipulate various elements? Frost. Thunderbolt. Flame. Isn't that just like the magician in the novel? The Superman fruit is too terrifying. Free flight. Manipulate magnetic force. Even shattering the sky. Oh my goodness, there is actually a demonic fruit that can turn humans into animals. And it's not just ordinary animals, there are even legendary undead birds, 9-tailed foxes, and green dragon mythical beasts. Sleeping slot, no way. I need to quickly go to the fruit shop to sweep the goods. I want to buy all the fruits. I'll go too. I must find a natural demon fruit. At this moment, I don't know how many water enthusiasts are excited and unbearable. And some water enthusiasts who know the source of Jiang Fan's frozen fruits have even started moving. Go to the fruit shop to search for the so-called devil fruit. However, and at this moment, a golden rocket suddenly rose in the live broadcast room, instantly attracting everyone's attention. And behind the rocket, and with a very eye-catching barrage. Anchor. In the bag of pears I bought this morning, one of them suddenly lit up. And the shape has undergone a huge change. Can you help me check if this is actually a demonic fruit? When such a barrage appears. The other netizens in the live broadcast room first quieted down for a moment, then completely exploded. P.S. New book release, kneeling down for Flower monthly pass evaluation tickets. All your support is the author's motivation, thank you very much. 8. Lucky Girl Water Friend, Superman Style Thread Fruit. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Horizontal groove. No, buddy. You're really here. Damn it. I haven't even stepped out yet, so you said you found the devil fruit. What the hell, your luck is too unlucky. Wait a minute, buddy, you're probably just looking at me, right? Okay, you can send it to me first and show it to me. Rolling calf upstairs, I can guess what your mind is up to with my toes. Brother, don't listen to him. Just tell me the address and I'll verify it for you. Worry, you're not a good thing either. Has the fruit I bought changed? Are you so lucky? And when Jiang Fan saw this barrage, he was also slightly stunned. I didn't expect someone to be so lucky. Sitting at home, one can encounter the appearance of demon fruits. However, Jiang Fan quickly reacted and nodded happily, saying, of course you can. I'm even with you now, please agree. Speaking. After a while of operation, Jiang Fan. The other side almost instantly chose to agree. In the next moment, a new image appeared in the right half of the live broadcast room. After a brief shake of the camera, a very delicate pretty face appeared, surprisingly a girl with quite high looks. Sleeping slot, there's a girl. Hiss, this looks good. It's a bit like my first love. I'm really excited, buddy. Surprisingly, it was a girl who found the devil fruit. What should I do? I'm even more jealous. Even if a person is beautiful, their luck is still so good. Girl, would you like to add a contact information? And in the lens. The girl's water friend's expression was very excited. After taking a deep breath, she began to introduce herself, her voice trembling slightly. Hello Fan, brother Fan. My name is Shenlele. Don't be nervous, relax. Jiang Fan calmed Shenlele's emotions for a moment. After seeing Shenlele gradually calm down, Jiang Fan got straight to the point and said, Shenlele, let me take a look at the mutated fruit you mentioned now. Okay. Shenlele quickly nodded. Then he brought over a very peculiar-looking fruit from the side. You can vaguely see the original shape of the pear from its shape. But the surface is covered with mysterious patterns. Overall, it looks very strange. See here. Jiang Fan already has a number in his heart. Such obvious features. Most likely, this mutated pear has turned into a true demon fruit. Sleeping slot. This thing looks like the frozen fruit eaten by the previous anchor. Looking at the host's expression, I can't help but feel that the demon fruit hasn't run away. So what kind of demon fruit is this? Shouldn't it be the strongest phantom beast species as claimed by the anchor? Or it could be a natural variety like frozen fruits. Phantom species. Shouldn't it be so? The anchor said that both natural and mythical animal species are very rare. I think it's more likely that animal species are. I'm new here, is this the devil's fruit? Why does the pattern look a bit eerie? How else can we say it's a devil's fruit? This is the powerful fruit of the supernatural power of boarding. Why doesn't anyone guess the Superman series? I think Superman is also very strong. Just as many water enthusiasts began to speculate about the specific type of this demon fruit. Jiang Fan's heart moved. I used the detection function of the system to obtain detailed information about this fruit. World Treasure. Thread/Superman Devil Fruit. Treasure Source. One Piece World. Treasure Ability. After consuming the fruit of the thread, the user can freely operate the thread. Specifically, the body can transform wires, remotely control others, tie wires to clouds, and then fly in the air, control the body movements of two or more people, and use invisible wires to cut people and objects, but cannot control people's will, instructions. You can obtain the ability to eat thread fruit directly by consuming it. Friendly reminder 1. If the thread is wrapped with armed color dominance, the sharpness of the thread will be greatly increased, and it can even scratch the ability of natural-type players. Friendly tip 3. When the line fruit awakens, it can turn the surrounding things, including buildings, into transparent lines. Then, thousands or even more lines can be gathered together, causing unparalleled attacks. Surprisingly, it's a fruit of thread and thread. Looking at the fruit information detected by the treasure hunt in front of him, Jiang Fan was somewhat surprised. You should know. The holder of the thread fruit in the play. It is Don Quixote da Flamenco, one of the 7 martial Cs under the king. As a villain who has been offline for a long time. The popularity of Domingo remains high among many fans of One Piece. The reason for this. Part of the reason is not just his personal charm. The mastery and extremely high level of development of the fruit of the cordyceps are also important reasons for Domingo. And when I was watching the drama back then, Jiang Fan was amazed countless times. A common thread fruit. In the hands of Domingo, it was developed to be no less powerful than any fruit. In the end, it even reached the level of fruit awakening. While Jiang Fan was checking the information about the fruit on the thread, Shenlele cautiously asked on the other end, "Brother Fan, how are you? Is this the devil fruit?" Upon hearing the sound, Jiang Fan regained his senses. Under the tense gaze of Shenlele and many water enthusiasts, he suddenly smiled and nodded, saying, "Congratulations, the one in your hand is indeed a devil's fruit." Wow! As soon as this sentence is spoken, Shenlele immediately fell into a daze. But the water friends in the live broadcast room were completely in an uproar, crazily sending barrage comments. Horizontal groove, horizontal groove, horizontal groove. Surprisingly, it is truly a demon fruit. This girl is really lucky. No, even if this water friend is a beautiful girl, I am really jealous. I have already bought the entire fruit shop and haven't found any demon fruits at all. As a result, they casually bought a few and won the prize. The gap between people is completely unimaginable, so give up. Girl, how about you sell me this demon fruit? I'll pay 100,000. 100,000, are you so funny? If the girl is willing to sell, I'll pay 1 million. Alright, stop talking nonsense. With such a huge opportunity, as long as I'm not foolish, I can't sell it to you. I just want to know what kind of demon fruit this is. Yes, brother Fan, what type of demon fruit is Shin's sister? What abilities do you possess? Countless barrage refreshes down. At this point, Shenlele came to his senses from the immense shock. She shook her head hard, trying to calm herself down. Next up, Shenlele carefully picked up the demon fruit and began to tentatively ask, "So, Navango, can you tell me what type of demon fruit this is?" P.S. New book release, kneeling down for Flower monthly pass evaluation tickets. All your support is the author's motivation, thank you very much. 9. The fruit awakens, assimilating the entire world into a thread. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Facing the expectant gaze of Shenlele and countless water enthusiasts, Jiang Fan began to popularize science and said, "Shenlele, I can tell you clearly. The demon fruit in your hand belongs to the Superman series. And in terms of name, it's called Line Fruit. Superman series. Surprisingly, it's a superhero series. TSK, it's not actually from the natural department. How great it would be if it were from the natural department. No, you still picked it up here, right? This is a supernatural power, not to mention the Superman series. Even if you give me an animal series, I have to wake up laughing in my dreams. I remember Fan Goat said before that Superman can endow a superpower, right? Thread fruit. What fruit is this? According to what Van Gogh said before, the ability of devil fruit is actually its name, and Van Gogh's frozen fruit gave him the ability to freeze everything. So, is this thread fruit a superpower that can spin silk? Like a spider? Isn't it? Is it so weak? What can spitting silk do? Can't we use it to weave clothes? When you hear the name of the thread fruit, many water enthusiasts are somewhat disappointed. In Jiang Fan's previous explanation, they all knew that the name devil fruit corresponds to ability. Is it the fruit of Superman's line? Shenlele looked at the demon fruit in his hand, with some confusion on his face. Obviously, she did not understand the meaning of this name. Fortunately, Jiang Fan also understood this, so he continued to popularize science. Thread fruit. As the name suggests, it's related to the line. The fruit of the thread can endow users with the ability to create and freely manipulate threads out of thin air. However, hearing Jiang Fan's description, water friends, however, are even more roast. Ah! This is really the ability. How does it feel? A bit weak to create and manipulate vertical lines. To be honest, this thread fruit sounds completely different from frozen fruit in terms of grade. How do I feel so strong? I created it out of thin air. Is this ability already very strong? The question is, can the ability of this thread fruit be used for combat? Can only manipulate lines. And this time, not only water enthusiasts, but also Shenlele seems to have fallen into disappointment. Seeing this scene, Jiang Fan smiled and shook his head. Water friends, don't underestimate this thread fruit. Upon hearing this, Shenlele instinctively looked up. Shine again in your eyes. Sleeping slot, there's actually a turning point. Quick, fast, Fan Gu, I have already prepared the small stool, please speak quickly. Okay, it seems that we are going to be slapped in the face by Fan Gu. However, I am looking forward to the ability of this fruit. Under the urging of water enthusiasts, Jiang Fan said, there's a saying that goes well. There is no fruit ability of waste, only fruit ability of waste. The meaning of this sentence is very simple. No matter what fruit or ability it is, its strength is determined by the user. Just like this thread fruit. In theory, the fruit of thread can create countless types of threads. This includes lines that can bind clouds and use them for aerial flight. Use lines to manipulate others' bodies. Using thread to sew the body, even internal damage can be repaired. There are even thin lines that cannot be seen with the naked eye, which can be used to cut objects. Its sharpness is even sharper than piano lines, making it easy to cut through metals harder than steel. Winding countless lines together to form giant pillars, their power is so great that they can even instantly cut a 100-meter-tall building in half. Sleeping slot. It's a big shot. Bundle the clouds for flight. Are you serious? Isn't Yunduode intangible? So your own body. Isn't that to say that doctors won't be needed in the future? Cut off the wire of steel. Isn't that just a nano-flying blade? This is still in the theoretical stage of black technology. Infinite length and thickness, you can cut off a 100-meter-tall building in one go, hiss. I can't even imagine such a scene. But to be honest, it's not as strong as natural plants like frozen fruits. Indeed, as Fan Gu mentioned before, natural fruits have the ability to change terrain, climate, and even their own elements. This line fruit is indeed good, but it is still incomparable. I saw some comments in the barrage that made me feel like Superman is not as good as nature. Jiang Fan shook his head. Can't the Superman series compare to the nature series? You are completely wrong about this. As long as the Superman series reaches the level of Fruit Awakening, it can achieve almost the same effect as the natural series. What is it? Fruit Awakening. What is this all about? What does it mean to be able to reach the same level as the natural system and also affect the surrounding environment? Or can Superman also embody elements? But that's not right either. Let's take the example of line fruit. If the fruit can be developed to awaken, it can affect the surrounding environment, turning everything around, even buildings, into transparent lines. This so-called everything includes oneself. Sleeping slot. Assimilate everything. Including oneself means that one can also become a line, which is similar to natural systems. At most, it's just a transformation from various frost flames to lines. I'm sorry, I apologize to Fan Gu, I apologize to Superman fruit. So it seems that except for animal fruits, all other fruits are very strong. Hey! Don't say that. What if animal fruits can also undergo various changes through awakening? Looking at the stunning barrage of bullets, Jiang Fan smiled contentedly. In fact, in the original work, Flamenco developed the fruit of the thread until awakening. It is already possible to assimilate the earth and buildings into lines. Even when oneself is injured, it can turn the body into a thread to avoid injury. Of course, it is definitely impossible to achieve such a level in a short period of time. It requires long-term exercise and effort. The flow of thoughts in one's heart. Jiang Fan continues to popularize science. However, at this point, water enthusiasts are still immersed in the power of fruit awakening. As a party involved, Shenlele couldn't even listen to what Jiang Fan said later. Just an excited little face flushed. Holding the fruit tightly with both hands, fearing that one mistake might disappear out of thin air. Fan brother. I have one more question to ask at the end. After Jiang Fan's thorough popularization of science was completed, Shenlele quickly spoke up. Jiang Fan. You say. Shenlele's words were somewhat incoherent. But he still asked in full, I want to know how to use this thread fruit. The method of using devil's fruit is very simple. Just eat the devil's fruit like I did before. P.S. New book release, kneeling down for Flower monthly pass evaluation tickets. All your support is the author's motivation, thank you very much. 10. Show the power of the thread fruit, the devil fruit. You are listening at novel full.audio. However, I need to remind you. Seeing Jiang Fan's serious expression, Shenlele suddenly became nervous. However, just as she pondered what unacceptable things Jiang Fan would say, Jiang Fan suddenly smiled, with a hint of malice on his face. The taste of devil's fruit is very unpleasant. Shenlele was momentarily stunned again. Obviously, I don't quite understand what the term unpleasant means. But some water enthusiasts also thought of the appearance of Jiang Fan eating frozen fruits at the beginning, and immediately understood. No, it's okay. As long as I can acquire superpowers, I won't be afraid of it even if it tastes bad. Shenlele shook his head. Who? Next up. Shenlele took a deep breath. Under the envy and jealousy of countless water enthusiasts and viewers, they directly took a big bite on the fruit of the thread. And at the moment when the flesh enters, everyone noticed Shenlele's instantly changing expression, his whole face wrinkled into bitter gourds. Sleeping slot, is this Sichuan opera changing face? Ha ha ha. Oh my goodness, how unpleasant this is. Can you make a girl look so ugly? Nyo Pai. I remember the last time I ate Xiang, she didn't suffer as much. Sleeping trough, upstairs, your casual words have greatly shocked me. Watching the rapidly changing expression on Shenleilei's face, many water enthusiasts burst into joy. At the same time, everyone's heart was filled with curiosity. What exactly does this demonic fruit taste like? And at this moment, after swallowing the flesh with difficulty, Shenleilei seemed to have survived a disaster and began panting heavily. After fully recovering, she looked at the remaining string fruit in her hand and suddenly felt a bit hesitant. There's no way, this thing is really too bad to eat. Seeing her hesitation, Jiang Fan timely reminded her, actually, the devil fruit doesn't need to be eaten completely, just take a bite to gain power. Also, everyone should also be aware of this. If multiple people eat the devil's fruit at the same time, the only person who can gain the ability is the one who eats the first bite of the fruit. Who? So all I need to do is take a bite. Upon hearing Jiang Fan's words, Shenleilei unconsciously took a deep breath. His face was filled with joy and fear. Seeing her relieved expression, the water enthusiasts were all overjoyed. Haha, how unpleasant this demon fruit is, it gives the girl a feeling of surviving a disaster. Alas, only those who take the first bite can acquire abilities. What a pity. Okay, I admit I was thinking about whether I could share it with others before, but now it seems like it's not feasible. Actually, this is not bad, after all, I have already seen how unpleasant this thing is. By the way, girl, try your abilities quickly. Yes, almost forgot. The most important thing now is to show off your abilities. Shenleilei caught a glimpse of this barrage. Immediately, it was also a spiritual shock. She looked at Jiang Fan in the live broadcast room. I nervously asked, Brother Fan, I have already acquired the ability to produce the fruit of the thread, right? So, how should I use it? Pop. Jiang Fan snapped his fingers, and a crystal-clear ice cone immediately condensed from his fingertips. It's very simple. You just need to imagine the lines in your heart and imagine yourself wanting to create them. How simple is the use of fruit ability? I have thought about it countless times in my heart, but why can't I use it? Nonsense. It's not you who ate the fruits of the production line, of course you can't use them anymore. Good amidst a crowd of random speeches. Shenleilei nodded his little head hard. Next up. Under the eager gaze of countless water enthusiasts, he began to take deep breaths while closing his eyes. After a moment, Shenleilei suddenly opened his eyes. She suddenly lifted her hand and with a splash, several visible white threads shot out from her fingertips. Shoo shoo. A few white silk threads fluttering in the air. Shoo. Under the control of Shenleilei, the white silk thread merged into a ball and flew out with a whoosh, grabbing a pencil from the table. With a movement of Shenleilei's mind, the white silk thread suddenly tightened and cut the pencil in half. Wow! Seeing this scene, countless barrage of bullets gushing out crazily. Sleeping slot, really used. Hiss. What a sharp silk thread. I used it. Shenleilei looked at the few threads in front of him, with an endless surprise on his face. Congratulations. Jiang Fan timely congratulated. However, just as Shenleilei was excitedly testing the ability of the thread fruit, Jiang Fan suddenly spoke up. The expression appeared somewhat serious. Then, I still need to tell you something crucial, even if it's related to your life's danger. As soon as this sentence is spoken, Shenleilei's smile froze for a moment. The water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room also fell silent without prior agreement. And in everyone's anxious gaze, Jiang Fan said, in fact, the ability of devil fruit is not without a cost. Ah! Upon hearing this, Shenleilei was immediately dumbfounded. The live broadcast room is also starting to dance with everyone. Sleeping slot, no cost. What does this mean? Is there any side effect that can't be resolved? Will it become ugly in the future? Will it consume vitality? Worry, why didn't you say such a thing earlier? You've caused a lot of trouble for the little girl, Anchor. The reason why devil fruit is called devil fruit. Because those who eat the devil's fruit will be cursed by the sea. The so-called curse is never being able to swim. Moreover, when exposed to a type of stone called Feilu, one will also lose their fruiting ability. Ah! The curse of the sea. Can't swim or even come into contact with seawater. Such restrictions are too great. Compared to possessing superpowers, this cost is nothing at all. Indeed, if it were me, I would not hesitate to eat it. It's just seawater, as long as I don't get close, right? Just when everyone is in a panic. Jiang Fan suddenly changed his voice and said, however, you don't have to worry too much now. The so-called inability to come into contact with seawater is because there is a substance in the seawater of the One Piece world that is similar to the seafloor stone, but currently, this substance does not exist in the ocean of our blue star. As soon as this sentence is spoken, everyone fell silent without agreement. Even the water enthusiasts who just said they don't care are the same. So it's like this. As for Shenlele, it's a complete relaxation. Afterwards, after thanking Jiang Fan seriously, Shenlele switched the connection to the live broadcast room. Alright. Now let's prepare to search for the second treasure. Jiang Fan looked at the live broadcast camera and said. The water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room, who were originally trapped in a hint of silence, began to boil one after another. The author has seen the message from the readers in the comments section, and will work hard to update it. Thank you for your support of monthly tickets, flower reviews, and tickets.